Hi team, Richard Greer here from Complete Performance. We're talking the middle ride through to the kayak transition. Bit of a tricky one, this one, and this transition is quite different for the longer stay and the 2-day competitors. The key difference for a start, as you can see, is support crew for the longer stay competitors are actually able to meet the competitor at the top and run down. This doesn't happen in the 2-day. We're going to hear from Glenn, Braden's support crew.
This section of road is a good opportunity to run with your competitor and talk to them about their nutrition, make sure they're on top of that, because it's very easy to forget out there once you're 5 hours into a race, just in terms of your in terms of where you're at with your nutrition, etc. So someone reminding you and making sure that you are topping up is a good opportunity. And also he's about to go into a kayak for 4 hours by himself, so a good opportunity just to have those last bits of food that he won't be able to access from his boat, where it'll be predominantly liquid food. So just and offering the conditions are a bit colder today, so offering layers, etc. as well is what we'll be looking to do.
Right, let's check out Braden's transition. So that he comes down the road, he's put on his kayak booties right at the top, so then he doesn't have to worry about shoes anymore. So now the support crew are putting on that extra warm layer, they're putting on his spray deck, on his life jacket, and aiming to keep moving as much as he can as he's clipping things in and putting his helmet on. Never stop moving forward, always keep moving towards the end goal. Now as Braden's getting into the boat, he's got one person that's taken his boat to the river and holding that and holding it stable and helping him into the boat. He's got another person holding his paddle, and the third person making sure the front of the spray deck's on properly. Before Braden leaves, he's going to check all of his drink systems and things are working properly. He's going to be in the boat for a number of hours, and he needs that. If he pushes off now and doesn't have any nutrition, his race is definitely going to suffer. So it's important to take this little bit extra time as he's doing to make sure it's actually working properly, rather than pushing off and then struggling down the track. Frustrating time, but make sure you get it right before you push off.
Go Braden, nice work, smash it, smash it.
Right, let's look at the 2-day transition. It's quite different. No support crew allowed at the top, so you've got to do it all yourself. Shoe choice is a key thing. So this competitor, Dan, he's got his kayak booties in the back of his pocket. He's going to swap them over. Now, one key thing with this is make sure your kayak booties are thick enough, so you're not going to get sore feet because they're cold in the morning when you start the 2-day. Grant here, he's swapped his cycle shoes for running shoes. He had them in his backpack as he ran down. Support crew taking the bike at as they cross the bridge. Into the kayak transition, the key thing is you've got to get dressed beside your boat for the 2-day. You're not allowed to move your boat until you're all dressed and ready to go. So make sure you do that well, make sure you do that nice and smooth and one piece at a time. Kayak, ideally have 2 support crew, one holding the back of the boat, one sorting the front, so the back person will put the back of the spray deck on, the front person will do the front and the sides, and then as a competitor you can get your drink system and make sure that's all going properly while this happens. One other key thing with this transition is shoe choice. As I said, and mountain bike shoes are a really good option if they're available, because it means you don't have to change as you come into that top transition. You just jump off your bike and run down the hill in your mountain bike shoes. What have you got in your bag of tricks here?
I've got all sorts of stuff. This should be
this is an actual this is internationally.
How many races is that done?
This is 5 in a row for this. I think every support crew should have one. Excellent. Original one.